2KMC, right here with your 2K Compete events in the neighborhood. Tonight, hop into the neighborhood. Heads up, it's Red Ball Blue Ball Extreme, and it starts at 7 p.m. Find your team's ball and score.
Always a ton of style coming through the tunnel in New York City. The Knicks confident and composed as they get set to take their home court. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. A breathtaking view of the New York City skyline as taken from the Empire State Building. We're coming to you live from Manhattan. Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers going up against the New York Knicks here in New York. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. And our third month into the season, things becoming a little more clear in the power rankings. You look at the Clippers. They ascend up the lists to number 3 with some spirited play.
And when you look at the Lakers, they've blown away the so-called experts' opinions. People who didn't realize how high their ceiling really was.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, it took 5 long months, but Anthony Davis's trade request was finally granted. And now he has a new start in Los Angeles alongside LeBron James. And the Lakers now boast 2 top 10 players. Kevin, this is a team with legitimate championship aspirations.
And DA, that's the standard for the Lakers organization. Thanks for that report. Could be a transition free-for-all tonight, Brent. What's your feeling about going for the open 3 on the break rather than taking it in for a higher percentage shot in a layup?
Well, nowadays we know that the three-pointer actually means more for any given team.
Analytically, you're right.
Analytically, but Kevin, what I'm interested in is on a given night like this where we're going to see a ton of threes, what's the decision-making of the guy with the ball? Sometimes it'll be the point guard. It might be a wing player, but how smart is he at finding the right shooter at the right time at the three-point line on these fast breaks?
Making those big decisions, you're right. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. And it's Caruso in at the point guard position. And for New York, Barrett and Randall are in the forward positions. Trier out there with Elfrid Payton, and it's Robinson in at the 5 down low. Passes it to Barrett. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
Yeah, and watching that, all kinds of contributions and just little things that guys were doing to chip in for that win.
And that one, good.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. James, the pass to Green. Shot clock at 6. The drive by James. Excellent D that time from Robinson. And a fast break now for New York. Here's Trier. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. And the pass to Randall. New York moving the ball around. Fires from 18. And too long on the shot.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And he recovers it. They get it back. Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Just another example of what makes Anthony Davis such a great rebounder. Size and athleticism, but you combine that with his anticipation, and he gets a lot of secondary opportunity.
Pass to Randall. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
And they're moving it up. 14 feet away. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. The Lakers have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. And they take the lead.
Yeah, you just are fearful if LeBron James gets going from there, the night turns into a long one.
Here's Trier. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Scooped up. Robinson kicks to Barrett. They shoot again, and Robinson with the layup.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Now here's LeBron. He's coming off a 25-point game against Boston.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off it.
Here's Payton. Pass to Barrett. To the middle. Kuzma against Randall. Kuzma with the defensive effort. Now here's James. He's tightly guarded. Pass to Kuzma. Here's Davis. And the three off target. New York trailing. Here's Randall. Here's Robinson. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Now here's LeBron. His offensive numbers jump right off the screen. He was averaging over 29 points a game. 4 on the shot clock. Davis, the pass to Green. Over Barrett. And it's LeBron missing.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Now Payton still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Outside Robinson. He kicks to Payton. Takes a 3. It's tipped.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Danny Green is such a fantastic system player, and this is a pretty fantastic system, so it's working out well.
New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Payton surveying the floor. Lets a floater go, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul called on Los Angeles. We're just halfway through the season. Brent, talk about the value of leadership and keeping everyone focused night in and night out.
A lot of that will come from your coaching staff and the messaging, but I will tell you what, Kevin, playing with a star player that goes out there and does it night after night, watching James Harden, watching Russell Westbrook, watching Steph Curry, have the kind of unreal performances for the game 56, the game 68. You're just sitting there in amazement. You want to step up and say, you know what, I want to be there for you.
But to me, that may be the most important. Like every game they're there, right? Every single game.
They are there. They're excited to be there. They're excited for you to be playing, and they raise the level of your attentiveness to being competitive on a nightly basis. And truly, those guys become inspirational to you.
Now here's Payton. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. It's good.
There's somebody not alert to block out the wide frame of Julius Randle, who gets in there after the loose ball.
Here's Caruso. To the paint. Here's James. Robinson with the block. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. A different look for New York. Portis, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Kevin Knox comes in for Alonzo Trier. And Smith's subbed in for Payton. And the Lakers also making a switch. Rondo's checked in. LeBron's shot is good.
LeBron patient there, keeping the defense guessing, maybe mixing up their coverages on the back end. Makes him very unpredictable in the pick-and-roll set.
Here's Knox. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 6. Here's Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Smith against Rondo. There's the triple. Headshot off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. James outside. The pass to Green. Now here's LeBron. Not a lot of room. And they double up James. They kick it out to Green. Here's Davis. That three off the mark. New York's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And Barrett gets it to go.
Pretty sweet pass there as Knox showing his ability to read the floor.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Here's Davis. Tries again. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Julius Randle picks one up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
You take a look at Anthony Davis and his frame and think about his rookie year coming in so thin and moved around a lot by bigger, stronger players in the post. No longer the case as he's put on a ton of muscle to that frame and continues to grow in the strength area along with his confidence. That's helped him out a lot.
Now here's Bradley. Following the missed shot by Dennis Smith. Rondo finds Davis. Shoots over Portis. And Davis gets it to go. Davis has got 10 points. And after just one season at Kentucky, the slight build of Davis was a concern in the NBA. And the question was, would his body hold up?
Well, he's answering the question to some degree, Kevin, knowing that it wasn't a one-year process to get stronger and to put on that kind of weight. That just comes with physical maturity. Anthony Davis doing a better job of avoiding places where he might get injured, expanding his game to the perimeter, and hopefully some of those things pay off for his longevity for his career.
Here is McGee, following the score by Dennis Smith. It's Davis on the wing, covered by Morris. Kicks it out to Bradley. From deep three-point range. Goes back up. And the layup good by McGee. And the Lakers lead by 4.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here is Smith. 11 points last game. Count it. Good. Smith's got his second basket.
Smith Jr. working on his shot and now working to get going in the mid-range.
Davis against Morris. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, we keep talking a lot about Anthony Davis and the fact that when he was a young player, he played the point guard position, and then all of a sudden grew like 60 inches to play center position. You see that skill set show up now and again, but really what you're seeing now about AD is his maturity in the game, finding spots on the floor where he can absolutely be dominant and control any kind of offensive possession from wherever he is on the floor.
And finished off by Davis.
Great work by the team there to find AD. They make eye contact, and the rest of that is history.
Knicks trail by 6. Here's Barrett. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And at Kentucky, Davis mostly an interior player, but he maintained, Brent, all along, he was capable of more than he showed in college.
There's no question about his skill set, and in the NBA, the opportunity, along with the transition of the NBA game, and especially the center position, he seems to be coming along at the appropriate time to show all of his wares off, Kevin.
Here's Caldwell Pope, following the score by Dennis Smith. Davis inside, covered by Morris. And here's Bradley from 3. Davis kicks to McGee. Morris with the rebound.
I'll be honest, I thought there's no way that he's missing that close. That's a bunny. Give it up for the aggressive defense, Kevin.
Smith outside. 6 on the shot clock. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. McGee's got 4 rebounds in this game. Rondo passes to Caldwell Pope. Here's Davis. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Davis has got 18 points in the game.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Knicks trail by 8.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
They grab their own miss.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
New York's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Pass to Knox. Takes the 3. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, you can tell that Kevin Knox ahead of time knew he was going to shoot that ball no matter what the defense was doing.
Caldwell Pope passes to Davis. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Back to Caldwell Pope. 5 to shoot. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. McGee trying to break free. Offensive rebound. Yep, that one goes. Davis has got 22 points.
Even though Davis gets bodied just a little bit, he still knocks down the shot right in the defense's face.
Pass to Barrett over Bradley. Barrett, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dave's team.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
Barrett Knox are the wingmen. Morris is out there with Taj Gibson. And it's Smith in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Now here's Caldwell Pope. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Trains it from beyond the arc.
And the three-pointer, a big part of KCP's game. About half his shots come from out there.
And Gibson now top the key. Smith outside. Takes the 13-footer. No good on the shot. And the Lakers take it the other way.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Howard. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Howard's got the lead up to 14 now for the Lakers.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Puts it up from 12. New York, no good that time either.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
The feed to McGee. And it's McGee with the jam.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
And the Knicks with possession here. Following the bucket by the Lakers. Here's Barrett. New York, no good that time either.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Now here's Bradley. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Off target from the wing. For New York, they've gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Here's Barrett. It's deflected. And Howard with the stuff.
You have to get in front of Dwight Howard when he has that kind of room to soar He's going to finish alley-oops with style.
And so here is New York. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
Yeah, I mean, their execution at times was flawless, but they also made some mistakes that ultimately did them in.
Well, they had the home fans worried for a little bit. I know that.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
New York calls timeout.
Well, the Knicks had a lot of turnover trading for expiring contracts. They did what they could to accommodate the wishes of a lot of vets.
Yeah, the problem right now for the Knicks is they're not inviting to a lot of free agents, and that's really where they're trying to make their play. So fascinating over the course of the past decade that New York has not been able to attract the top-tier talent. So building through the draft, Coach Fizdale hopeful that they'll land a star one way or another.
Here's Payton, following the basket by JaVale McGee, and it's sent back by Howard.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
The Knicks shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. First free throw is good. Especially in the playoffs, Brent, so much can change when a player gets in a foul trouble. You see the league ever modifying that foul out rule?
I know that they do that in the Summer League where you can stay on the court for 10 fouls as elimination, but it's a technical every time. I don't see the league doing that. I think it's good for the game so that star players or meaningful players, ones that play specifically on defense, they have to...
That jam.
No way!
I mean, just beautiful.
Never get tired of LeBron James in the air doing wonderful things.
And so here is New York coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Yeah, in that game, I thought they took advantage of some sloppy play, but give them credit. They turned mistakes into points.
Yeah, the last game, it felt like they were just feeding off of what they were doing defensively, forcing a lot of those turnovers, and that helps build your defensive confidence.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Well, all night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Payton passes to Trier. Morris against LeBron. Gibson for three. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming, Kevin.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Caldwell Pope's got his second bucket of the night. Payton outside. Robinson with it. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. LeBron with the block.
LeBron using his length that time perfectly. When he's in the area, you can't throw up anything lazy.
Julius Randle's checked in for the Knicks. Off the inbound pass. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Randle's got 6 points.
You got to get up tighter than that. Some players you can give that much room to, but not him.
Here's LeBron. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
That's not a pretty thing. LeBron James driving right at you, full speed, and when he gets into the lane and towards the rim, he's going to make contact.
This is his first free throw of the game. Player salary is obviously a large investment, Brent. What are some other investments that owners can make to help their team get better, either on the floor or off?
Massive one, Kevin, obviously, is in terms of your players' wellness and what it is that you're doing with your physical therapy staff, your strength and conditioning staff, because you want these guys available at the best and maximum potential physically that they can give you. A lot of teams, quite frankly, in the past couple of seasons, Kevin, looking into other ways, holistic therapies, mental approach that they can have mental wellness for their players as part of their programming. So teams that think you build some beautiful practice facility and just let the guys go bounce the ball around and shoot are absolutely missing.
Yes.
Yeah, they're missing the boat on what it is that their players require, need to be complete as people.
Good work there as it goes.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
The Knicks shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today.
Come to me.
Payton up top. 6 points for him. Here's Trier. Passes to Morris. Shot clock at 5. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 4 rebounds in this game. It's LeBron with the drive. And James throws it down.
LeBron exploiting the defense once again, knowing when to slash, and gets himself to the rim.
And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for New York. Now the pass to Morris. He can't hit that time. Good D by James.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Here's Cook. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got 3 assists in the game. New York's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the basket by Payton.
Good show of confidence. Payton looking good, trying his luck from the interior that time.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team, Greg.
Portis, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Davis is checked in for Howard. Kyle Kuzma comes in for JaVale McGee. Danny Green, he's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Cook. James, no good.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
It's not talked about often enough, but Green averages more blocks per game than almost all other backcourt players.
LeBron kicks to Green. Back to James. Davis down low, working on Portis, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Lakers have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
And on the season, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
Number 1 pick overall in the draft, coming out of Kentucky, and it just feels like Anthony Davis has had one focus on his mind, and that is to become the best player he can be. Love to see his evolution.
Here's Payton. Rondo with some nice D. LA's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. And it's slammed in by Davis.
This is what you get with AD, just an incredibly unique skill set and just dominating right now pretty easily on the offensive end.
Here's Trier. And Davis sends it back. And it's the Lakers on the break. James with the ball, and the dunk by James.
LeBron James in full speed right there. What size and skill coming down the lane.
And the Knicks with possession here. Payton passes to Morris. Here's Portis. James covering. Pass to Payton. 6 to shoot. Count that bucket. Payton's got 10 points.
That's just smart right there from Alfred. Terrific at taking the screen and then use up whatever available space you have.
Davis against Portis. LeBron outside. Pass to Kuzma. Over Randall. Here's Davis. Lays it up and banks it in. Davis has got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
New York's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second.
Well, Fizdale, part of those great teams in Miami as an assistant coach with Eric Spoelstra. He coaches with a lot of fire and enthusiasm, is very involved emotionally in what his team does on a daily basis, and it's why a lot of these young players are gravitating towards his coaching staff.
And New York hoped that Fizdale's likability would be a factor in free agency.
Yeah, I think it's going to help the Knicks as they move forward here. Try to find some stability with their coach. That way David Fizdale and his messaging can remain consistent with the type of players that they try to attract here to Gotham.
A different look for New York. Knox, he's checked in for Morris. Barrett comes in for Alonzo Trier. And it's Dennis Smith in for Peyton. Here's Smith. That one doesn't drop. Kuzma with the defensive effort. To the inside. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. And it's 6 points for Kyle Kuzma.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Knox. 11 feet away. And he overshot that one, missing. Green finds Kuzma. Lakers passing it around. Davis. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Randall outside. Second shot opportunity, and he sinks the layup. Randall's got 8.
That's a good try on defense, but with a scorer like Randall, it's just not enough.
Outside Rondo fires the 3. Randall grabs the board. The Knicks shooting just 31% in the game. Portis trying to free himself. Randall with the bucket. Randall's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, Randall does a good job. His frame alone helps to create some space. Just with a little pivot there, able to find a way to score.
Rondo passes to Davis. And he converts the layup. Davis has got 32 points in the game.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Here's Smith. 6 points for him. Doesn't go for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
No doubt the quarter just not going his way. Still scoreless.
Here's Kuzma. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores. But whether the shots are wide open or contested, he is just having no luck right now, guys, with anything.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Smith kicks to Portis. Randall left side. Shoots over Kuzma. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Smith. No good there.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Well, this kind of effort will energize the team and get you going, just gobbling up every board.
Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for the Los Angeles Lakers. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We come back right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A tremendous game we're seeing from Anthony Davis. He had 34 points, 13 rebounds, and 1 block. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, we can't look past the huge contribution their benches provide. They've got this lead mainly because of the injection of energy and offense that they got from their reserves. That's what a coach wants to see. I'm guessing the minutes will be spread out a little bit in the second half.
Chat, what did you think about New York?
Well, they got a ton of issues to work out. Allow a way too high a percentage to be shot against them. Not really showing any energy on defense. No discipline. Look at their faces, Ernie. Do they even want to be here?
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
Yeah, guys like him love to stuff the stat sheet. He's doing it here.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Checking out the group of Frank Vogel to start the second half. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. And it's Caruso in at the 1. Here's Trier. Yes, that goes in. Trier's got his second basket of the night.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen, shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
James, the pass to Green. It's stolen by Randall. And they're running. Out to Payton. And there's the foul. It'll go on Alex Caruso. That's foul number 2 for him. Lakers on D. Here's Trier. 5 on the clock. Dishes to Barrett over LeBron. The Lakers with the rebound.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And for a lot of these kids, Greg, it's interesting how quickly teams expect them to get up to speed. Case in point, R.J. Barrett.
Yeah, I mean, he had only the 1 year of college, already being asked to produce. Fortunately, he's very mature for his age and generally plays up to the level of competition.
You risk getting torched when somebody's open. Payton's skilled enough to find the open man.
Davis, the pass to Green, changes up. And Kuzma gets it to go on the assist by Green. 10 points for Kyle Kuzma.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Now here's Payton. Defense right on him. Lays it up off the glass. Payton's got 12 in the game.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
James, the pass to Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
Well, how about LeBron reading the defense, waiting and being patient there until the gap opened up to deliver.
The Knicks have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Barrett with the ball. Working on James. Offensive rebound. Robinson. And Davis sends it back. Robinson, that's good. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. LeBron kicks to Davis. James left side. Over Barrett. And there's another one for the Lakers.
The in-between game showing off here by LeBron. Does his share of damage from the mid-range, and another one there.
With some arc, Payton can't get it to go.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
The Knicks making a switch here. Gibson's checked in, and then for Los Angeles. Dwight Howard's checked in for Anthony Davis. Caldwell Pope comes in for James. And it's Avery Bradley in for Green. And that one is good. Barrett's got his second bucket.
I love seeing Barrett cash in there. He knows he has what it takes to finish through contact.
Here's Caruso. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Oh, wow. 4 or 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Payton passes to Gibson. Robinson left side with the fadeaway. Rebound the Lakers. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team. Snatched up. And Bradley gets it to go. Bradley's got his first basket of the night.
Bradley, the 2 guard, getting in there and getting dirty, crashing the glass for an extra possession.
Payton. Here's Gibson. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Stolen by Robinson. 4-on-3 break. Trier passes to Payton. And he banks in the layup. Payton's got 4 points in the quarter.
Payton being aggressive, a mindset that the coaches have encouraged with him. Stay aggressive out there.
Here's Caruso, covered by Payton. Scooped up. Howard kicks to Bradley. Passes it to Howard. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And he makes that one. 14 points for Kyle Kuzma.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Now here's Payton. He's got 14. Outside Robinson. The pass to Trier. A 3-ball. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Trier's got 10.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
And it's Bradley off the drive. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. We talk so much about the stars in this league, Brent. Name some role players who, when they do get hot, they can be terrific.
Well, there's nobody better, and I think he's ripped out a page from Seattle's own Jamal Crawford.
I know
there's been nobody better in the last couple of years than what Lou Williams has represented for the Clippers. He's had scoring performances, Kevin, and you've been witness to them courtside, where it's just astounding that he can go and get where he wants to go and make the types of shots that he's been able to do. And this is a revelation because this is 7, 8, 9 years that he's been in the league.
Right.
And he's doing this with such great impact and, thankfully, rightfully, been rewarded for it.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And here's a look at some numbers for Rondo.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Hard to deny many of the skills that Dwight Howard brings to the floor on a nightly basis. Not just a force on defense, but has those nights on offense where he can be imposing as well.
Smith outside. Here's the 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. Howard's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Cook, the pass to McGee. Over Robinson. Bank shot. No good. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. For 3. The rebound by the Lakers. Howard's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And it's McGee penetrating. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. And as we check out this year's contenders for the dunk contest, we get a look at some of the showmen, the best showmen in the NBA.
And with the names on that list, you know we're going to have a crazy competition this year.
And I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible. That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Here's Barrett over Bradley. And Barrett gets it to go. Barrett's got 6.
Man, I tell you, hard to guard Barrett any better
than that. At times, he's capable of taking and making the tough shot.
It's Bradley on the wing. The dish to McGee. Pass to Howard. Clock at 6. Kicks to Cook. It's Bradley on the wing. The 3. Offensive rebound. The second chance effort. Robinson with the block. And pushing it up. Here's New York. Here's Barrett. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here is Cook. Pass to Howard. Here is Cook, defended by Gibson. And it's slammed in by Howard. And he's now got the double-double. 11 points and 10 rebounds.
And Howard puts these dunks away so easily, especially when he's that deep in the paint.
Smith for 3. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. McGee, the pass to Bradley. Lobbed up there for Howard.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
New York's gone 2 of 5 with a 3-point shot since coming out of the break. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And checking out some numbers for Barrett.
He's one of the standouts over the last month. He's putting up about 17 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
Gibson passes to Morris. Back to Gibson. Smith outside. 6 on the shot clock. On the mark with the 15-footer. Smith's got 8.
Dennis Smith Jr. knowing his strengths right there and smart to take that one.
Cook looking it over. Nailed from 3-point land.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And Barrett gets it to go. Barrett's got 6 points in the quarter.
An effective mid-range scorer. Barrett excels at finding openings in the defense and capitalizing.
Howard. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Smith right side. Morris outside. We've got 1:48 left to play in the third. No good from 11 feet.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
The Knicks shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. And Greg, talking to scouts about R.J. Barrett, they love the athleticism. But what makes him especially good is the work ethic and the confidence.
Yeah, some elite prospects will take plays off. This guy never does. He's not one that sits around and reads his press clipping. He's a warrior, a leader, and he's proven to be a winner.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Bobby Portis has checked in for Robinson. Randall comes in for Taj Gibson. And it's Knox in for Marcus Morris. Outside, Green. Back to LeBron. McGee dishes to Davis. Portis against McGee. Rondo kicks to James. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And it's good, 2 points. That's 36 points for Anthony Davis.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Smith the pass to Knox. Back to Smith. Lets it go from deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Smith's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Knicks. Outside, Green. And they double up Davis. That's tipped. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And Randall throws it down.
You can see Randall just seeing some open court in front of him, accelerating and making something happen in transition.
LeBron left side, down low, and finished off by Davis.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. New York shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
The 9th pick in the 2017 NBA draft, Smith Jr. made the NBA's all-rookie team after a very solid first year in Dallas, averaging 15 points and 5 assists. And he sure is not looking to stop there.
With 4 seconds on the clock, and LeBron throws it down hard.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. And so it's Los Angeles with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the 4th quarter. And New York looking at who they've got. Wayne Ellington is out there with Reggie Bullock. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Dotson in at the small forward position.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
So it's the Knicks now. Passes it to Knox. You know, Brent, how candid can players be in their answers in the post-game interviews about what has happened or what they're feeling at that time? In other words, is there a danger to being too honest as a player?
There could be, Kevin. I mean, anytime you express some of your vulnerabilities, and if it's done at the right time, somebody's going to take advantage of it. What we've seen over the past couple of years is, forget about when it is that the media is asking you questions. Most players are taking it to their social media accounts where they're able to get the message out without being baited by somebody with regards to a question. They can expound on whatever it is that they're feeling at that time, and that helps them to control the messaging a little bit more. And I think that trend is going to continue and continue to grow.
Kuzma kicks to Caruso. And there's the pass to Davis. He can't get that one to fall. Great D that time from Portis. New York shooting a meager 37% for the game. A little over a minute and a half of the 4th quarter gone now. Ellington the pass to Bullock. Here's Dotson. They get a hand on it. Lakers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Inside. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
For New York, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the 4th quarter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
For the 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Dotson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And Caruso's got the ball here for Los Angeles. They've played a great 4th quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Daniels passes to Davis. When people talk about a player's mileage limit, Do you think total games is the most accurate assessment in that?
I don't think so, Kevin.
What is it?
It's the amount of minutes that the players play.
Yeah.
I mean, there are plenty of studies out there that teams are digging around on when players reach. And trust me, they got to be lucky, but you're talking 35,000, 40,000 minutes in the league. The body is just not capable at that point of replicating the things that it's done year in and year out. So forget about the games. Go to total minutes played. That's where you'll find the biggest fall off for some of your favorite players that have amused and entertained you for years.
Interesting. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. And there's the foul. We'll go on Alex Caruso. And that'll be his third foul so far. And here is Ellington. Pass to Knox. Tries from 7. Uses the glass to drop it in.
More and more of these kind of possessions will help Kevin Knox understand the kind of patience he needs to play with.
Kuzma finds Davis. Banked in off the glass. Davis has got 44.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Ellington. It's deflected. Here's Knox. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And Knox taking lessons from the school of hard knocks on that play. Nice finish.
Lakers have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Now here's Dudley. He's guarded closely. Back to Kuzma. He kicks it to Davis. Shoots over Portis. And the shot is long. Knicks have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. For 3, Ellington sinks the three-pointer. Ellington's got himself on the board with 3 there.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Pass to Daniels. Portis against Davis. Poked away. Ellington, the pass to Dotson. New York moving the ball around. And stolen by Kuzma. Here's Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
Just a stellar effort from Anthony Davis, sprinting down the floor, one of the fastest bigs in the league, and he gets rewarded.
Here is Ellington. Brent, a few players now host podcasts, participate with those elements, with those vehicles during the season. Your thoughts on that?
I think it's great. I think it's fantastic for our fan base and for our players to have an outlet, to have conversations and share a little bit more about their personality. It grows them as people, I think, Kevin, especially I've listened to J.J. Redick's many times over,
yes.
And you learn something new, not only about players, but about their interests and how they're spending time. And I think if you were a young player, let's say you were a high school senior and you're a college player and you're listening to some of the things that guys are talking about in their experiences, I think it's invaluable for what it is that you don't know exists around a player in the NBA, and for you to start having considerations about how difficult the task is, how mentally taxing. So these things are great outlets for the player.
Out of bounds, New York takes possession.
Look, Kevin, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Kevin Knox. Dwight Howard's checked in for the Lakers. Quinn Cook comes in for Kyle Kuzma.
At the line for your Knicks.
That free throw, no good. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for New York. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for the Lakers. He hits the second from the line. Lakers have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Now Daniels wants to get it to Dudley and does. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Robinson. Ellington, the pass to Bullock. That many players now signing shorter contracts in free agency. You've talked about this a lot. Does it make it harder or easier for the super team?
Well, I think it makes it easier because all of a sudden a star player from another team becomes available that you could latch him on to somewhere else.
Any examples you could throw out there that
I don't want to get into the specifics
okay,
of it.
I understand.
I think we've seen it over the past 3 or 4 years with some of our star guys. And
yes.
I don't fault them because they're getting smarter. Players are a lot smarter about what it is that they can do with having the very few times, Kevin, that you have a say in your career as to where it is that you're going to play, and more importantly, the potential for what it is that financially you can make.
And playing for a championship.
For a championship, for potentially the opportunity to play with somebody who you've always thought you could either elevate their play or they could elevate yours. This is not going away anytime soon.
Ellington with it. Good.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Bradley against Gibson. Can they get it? Here's Dudley. Howard wide open with nobody on him. He parries the jumper. Howard's got 11 points here in just the second half. And so it's New York with it. High arcing shot. Johnson can't hit. Lakers have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. And Dudley kicks to Daniels. Passes it to Howard. He dishes it to Daniels. Shoots over Bullock. Daniels, no good. New York's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Here's Dotson. Makes it off the glass.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And it's Cook with the ball for Los Angeles. There's the pass to Daniels. And how often do players argue calls knowing that they are in the wrong? They know they're going after something that was the correct call.
Let's just say often, Kevin. I mean, you just never the whistle.
Are they thinking ahead in terms of saying?
I don't think so. It's emotional. It's just an emotional reaction. I mean, you're out there running around and doing what you do, and you get a whistle. You're going to react to it like, oh, I did something wrong. Why am I in the principal's office right now? I want to get my side out. I know you saw it. Everybody does.
That sounds like you may have done a lot of that.
I try to avoid that, Kevin.
Did you? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't think that's healthy for you and your reputation.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Now here's Ellington. Right side Robinson. Kicks it to Bullock. It's up a 3. Rebounded by Howard. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. They get it again. Bradley passes to Dudley. Here is Cook. From deep. They get the rebound, and it's slammed in by Howard.
Well, that's when you love to see the strength of Dwight Howard marching through the defense and just ripping away the second chance opportunity for an easy score.
Here's Dotson. And here is Gibson. Pass to Ellington. Beyond the arc. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Howard's got 15 rebounds here tonight. He kicks it to Cook. Dishes it to Dudley. Back to Cook. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Pass to Bradley. Shot clock at 6. Lets the 3 fly. The 3-pointer is right on target.
Better from the corners, but Bradley becoming much more consistent as a 3-point threat.
Here's Dotson. He's covered by Daniels. Robinson kicks to Ellington. Now here's Bullock, guarded by Bradley. Bullock dishes to Robinson, and the layup's good off the glass.
Good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Out to the wing. Now here's Dudley, guarded closely. Passes it to Cook. Now Howard. He's guarded by Bullock. Howard, the pass to Daniels. Count that one.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Los Angeles.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so now, on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Anthony Davis.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Avery Bradley. That one is no good.
A disappointing trip to the line there. Even though it was just one miss, now is not the time to be missing those.
And the Lakers call time here. They're leading by 31. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Anthony Davis.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. From deep three-point range, and the rebound goes to the Knicks. 23 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Dotson. Plays it up and banks it in.
At this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
Here is Cook, and so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. AD, it looked like you guys were having some fun out there. Is there a new dynamic coming up offensively?
No, we just don't care who scored the ball. You know, the ball movement was great. Everybody rebounding and talking. So when we play like that, it's fun to watch. You know, and everybody out there having fun, smiling, a lot of emotion. That's all we asked. That's all Coach asked for, and we did that tonight.
Good win tonight, AD. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. So long, everyone.